And thank you for joining us on News Channel 3 Live at noon. I'm Julie Williams. And folks, be careful if you're driving anywhere this afternoon because some of the area roads are a little bit dicey. We have News Channel 3's Autumn Pitcher live near Alamo to keep an eye on things for us. Good afternoon, Autumn. How are things and how are the roads?
Yeah, roads aren't great right now, and the southbound lanes of US 131 at D Avenue right now are actually closed, and we're standing right here at exit 44 where you can see the traffic is being detoured. There is very heavy traffic out here and lots of backups just from the freeway being closed due to this crash. Now, we did speak to the Michigan Department of Transportation, and they don't exactly know what caused the crash, but we do know that there has been a lot of slide-offs today. Road conditions are not great. They're slick, and Michigan State Police are saying that visibility isn't great either. And just in the past couple of minutes, we've really seen the snow start to pick up and really the wind that's just whipping around. And it might be hard to see, but way down, there are some lights of a fire truck. We do believe that that fire truck is helping to detour this traffic off of southbound lanes US 131 at exit 44. You can see, again, lots of traffic, heavy traffic in this area, but you can see that this traffic is being detoured off the exit here. But if you take a look at it, this is the intersection right from that exit 44, and you can see that traffic is able to actually get back onto those southbound lanes right here onto the freeway. So we're continuing to monitor this situation and also the weather and the road conditions. So again, if you're out there today, what might be difficult is there is some black ice from that rain from last night that froze over, and then we have this snow that makes it hard to see. So especially if you're driving, take it slow, be careful, give yourself some time, as we always like to say, but we will bring you updates in our shows later today. For now, live in Kalamazoo County, Autumn Pitcher, News Channel 3.
All right. Thank you, Autumn. We appreciate y'all keeping an eye on things for us. This is a live look over downtown Kalamazoo on this Friday afternoon as we turn things over to meteorologist Jeff Porter. Jeff, it's cold and it looked like there might have been some snow in that shot too.
Yeah, 100% for sure. Julie, thank you very much. And thanks to Autumn as well. You can see sort of the gusts of snow sort of blowing in her live shot. I'm taking a Grand Haven right now. At times we can't see the lighthouse. At times the visibility is better. That's sort of the fluctuations that we're dealing with right now. And it's a live look out over Lake Michigan. So we're going to keep our winter weather advisory through 1 o'clock. If I were the National Weather Service, I would extend this based on the road conditions, not necessarily the volume of snow here, but because of some of that, as Autumn referenced, ice underneath snow and ongoing visibility issues. Of course, the winds are absolutely brutal right now, west-northwest, about 45 miles per hour, and that is causing visibility issues as well, or enhancing them, especially in rural areas or outlying areas. So we're going to keep the snow showers going. I don't think temperatures get much beyond about 20 degrees here as we quickly look at your Fastcast. I want you to know this. This is fascinating stuff here. So a snow squall warning was issued for Branch County. This now along the Michigan-Indiana line. It expired 3 minutes ago, but this is the feature that triggered the issuance of that, where visibility could dip down as low as a quarter of a mile. Now, you saw the Kalamazoo Live Eye. Julie spoke over that seconds ago. Not as much snow. I mean, really a different story here between even downtown and where Autumn was earlier. Snow naturally is thicker here in coverage. Ganges to Sherman Park, Allegan County. We referenced that snow squall warning. I mean, this is another band here just south of Dorr where visibilities are just going to tumble. So additional snow here through mid-evening. We'll call it generally under an inch. This is where we start the story tomorrow morning, mid-20s, cloudy skies. 17 in Kalamazoo. It feels like 1. We've got teens throughout the area right now. That's part of the story because right now the wind chill is 0 in Coldwater. Believe it or not, there is a warm-up ahead of us tomorrow. How much warmer will be on Saturday, when you could see some rain and snow on Saturday? Julie will do that at 12:15.
All right. Thank you, Jeff. This afternoon, police say the suspect, who they think shot and killed 2 students at Brown University and a professor at MIT, ended up shooting and killing himself. CBS News' Tom Hansen has more.
After almost a week of pleading with the public for help, police in Providence last night said 48-year-old Claudio Manuel Neves Valente of Portugal was the man who killed 2 students at Brown University Saturday, and say he was a former student there between 2000 and 2001. The search for Neves Valente ended here, 90 minutes from Providence in Salem, New Hampshire, inside this unoccupied storage facility where he had rented a unit. He was found with a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
This was always going to be an investigation where something was going to break it open.
For days, the public and law enforcement had relied on these images of the gunman near the Brown campus Saturday. But a break came on Thursday when investigators say a witness came forward and described his interactions with Neves Valente before the shooting at Brown.
I think it was under an hour. That person came forward, and that person led us to the car, which led us to the name, which led us to the photographs of that individual renting the car, which matched the clothing of our shooter here in Providence.
Then, using a network of security footage, authorities were able to retrace the gunman's trail across New England, leading them to the home of MIT professor Nuno Lauriero.
On December 15th, he murdered MIT professor Nuno Lauriero at Lauriero's home in Brookline, Massachusetts.
Police said the two attended the same academic program in Portugal between 1995 and 2000 and may have known each other.
And following those revelations, Secretary Kristi Noem said the U.S. will put a pause on the diversity visa lottery program. Valente entered the country through that program in 2017. He was granted a green card. Now, as for investigators, they will continue to dig deeper on a motive. Tom Hansen, CBS News, Providence, Rhode Island.
Police say they had gotten that tip about the suspect from a person on Reddit. That's a website, and this person's username is John. Police say John had seen the suspect acting suspiciously and was driving that gray Nissan. A Quincy Police Department reserve officer was just arrested, and Michigan State Police are investigating. Other than that, they haven't released a lot of information, just that the officer doesn't work for the department anymore. They say they will update us later. And Quincy Community Schools says police were in their buildings yesterday, and the district says this is because of something an employee did off duty. That employee's on leave, and the district is also investigating. It's not clear if these two cases are related. As soon as we find out anything more, we will let you know. A mom in Sturgis will spend 19 to 45 years in prison. Her name is Paige Bone, and police say she killed her 2-year-old daughter. Her daughter was found unresponsive at the Memorial Lane Mobile Home Park last year. Bone took a plea in August, and she pleaded guilty to child abuse and to assault. Her prison sentence started today. And the deadline is today for the Justice Department to release the Epstein files. Most lawmakers think they will release them, even if there are some redactions.
Yes, I think the DOJ will be in full compliance. Yes.
But if the Department of Justice does not comply with what is federal law at this point, there will be strong bipartisan pushback.
They say several 100,000 documents could be released today and in the coming weeks, and they could include pictures, jury records, FBI files. Those redactions would be in order to protect survivors' identities. Democrats say the Trump administration has been keeping this information to protect President Trump and his friends. Now, President Trump says he didn't know about Epstein's sex crimes, and he says top Democrats are actually implicated in this. And Russia's President Putin this afternoon says he's willing to end the war in Ukraine peacefully.
They are refusing to end this conflict by peaceful means. But nonetheless, we see, we feel, and we know about certain signals, including from the Kiev regime, that they're ready to engage in some kind of dialogue.
He just gave his year-end conference, and he says he wants to focus on what caused the war. Putin says that would include Russia getting several territories from Ukraine, but Ukraine says that land is theirs. Russia also wants Ukraine to drop their bid to join NATO, and Putin thinks Russia will meet these goals even if Ukraine doesn't agree to the terms. Well, right now, Western Michigan University is playing in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. They're playing Kennesaw State from Georgia, and there's a watch party here in Kalamazoo. We'll show you a live look from that. It's over at Burdick's. The game itself started about an hour ago at 11. This is the first time the Broncos are playing Kennesaw State. Their mascot is the Owls. Folks, this score is 34-0. Western is up. Yeah, they just actually got a touchdown while we were on the air. So, of course, we will have more on how the game goes in our evening shows. But in the meantime, go Broncos. Well, folks, coming up here, the U.S. plans to sell weapons and missiles to Taiwan, but some experts say that'll impact our relationship with a different country. And we've learned the U.S. conducted more boat strikes in international waters. We have more on why and more on what this brings the strike total to.
Julie, thank you very much. 12:10 o'clock right now. Another shot of Arctic air for